Attention coaches, 1 minute remaining for change the pairs attempt.
After its debut as weightlifting in the Tokyo 1964 Paralympic Games, the sport, now known as powerlifting, expanded from just male lifters with a spinal cord injury to include athletes with physical impairments that affect their lower limbs or hips, or athletes with short stature. Female powerlifters made their Paralympic debut in 2000. Powerlifting is the ultimate test of upper body strength, and you'll often see athletes lifting more than 3 times their own body weight. Powerlifters are split into 10 different categories based on body weight for each gender. Powerlifting consists of one discipline, a bench press. Unlike the able-bodied sport where athletes use their feet on the floor to assist the bench press, Paralympic athletes lie totally flat on a completely different style of bench. Each competitor has 2 minutes to complete their attempt. When the lifter has the bar
competing in men's up to 107 kg and men's over 107 kg. Representing Georgia, Eniki Gataba. Representing Kazakhstan, Gani Sentimirov. Representing Georgia, Lago Gorgozi. Representing Georgia, Georgi Laksapidis. Representing Kyrgyzstan, Ziganbe Uraspi.
Welcome back to Tbilisi for session 2 on day 3, and it's the turn of the men's up to 107 and over 107 kilograms. Group B to start with, and then Group A. There will be 5 athletes in Group B. Six taking part in Group A, all backstage. And with only a few minutes to go, it won't be long until the big men are on stage. A great first session today. With the women up to 86 and over 86 kilograms. Less than 3 minutes to go for our man there with the world record, 310 kilograms. Unbelievable. There's the start list for Group B. 3 Georgians in their home World Cup event. And the first round list ranging from 90 kilograms up to 200 kilograms. So Group B of the men's up to 107 and over 107, only a few minutes away now. 3 referees in place. And the 4 members of the jury. Qualification pathway, all important for Tokyo, top 8 places. And it's fairly close there with those 3 Georgians looking to get into those top 8 places in their home World Cup event. Only one more World Cup event to go. That's the over 107 kilograms. And that's in Dubai in a few weeks. We'll keep you up to date with that pathway list.
Yeah.
Here we go then.
Thank you for
Group B.
representing Georgia, Iniki Kakava.
And as we said, there's 3 Georgian athletes in Group B. Well, the over 107 kilogram category, up to 107 will be just Group A later. Niki Kakava of Georgia. $90 kilograms.
One minute.
And a round of applause from the crowd. It's going to go down to the flags by the referee, so the touch buttons just not quite in sync. Like a no lift, or just slightly moving around, way below his best. And he'll be looking to correct that in round 2. So fails at 90 kilograms in round 1. Plenty of weight now added to the bar. The next athlete from Kazakhstan, Gani Insentemirov.
Thank you, representing Kazakhstan, Gani Insentemirov.
Gani Insentemirov, 170 kilograms.
No lift.
No lift for Insentemirov. So Insentemirov fails in round 1, same as Kakava of Georgia.
Thank you. The first attempt, representing Georgia, Lago Georgiosi.
Next athlete is Iago Ugatsi of Georgia. Second of the 3 Georgians. Now he must be special in your home World Cup event. He's from Tbilisi, in fact. 190 kilograms is on the bar. Gorgatsi has danced every dance when it comes to the World Cup. Silver medal in Bogota, a silver in Bangkok a fortnight ago, but a month back was a gold medal winner in Manchester. .205 his very best. That was when winning gold in Manchester. Currently in 10th place on the pathway. He'll want to get off to a good start. 190 kilograms for Ayago. Crowd happy.
Good.
And a good lift. Ayago Gorgatsi starts his competition with 190 kilograms. No surprise. And at the moment, he's campaigned for yet another medal. Has got off to the best start possible. Ayago Gorgatsi then, 190, our first valid lift of this session.
Thank you. For the first attempt, representing Georgia, Georgi Lazaridi.
Georgi Lazaridi gets a very big round of applause as he enters the stage. It's great to have, even though there would be officials and coaches, etc., but at least a little bit of crowd atmosphere inside the hall in Tbilisi. Wouldn't it be fantastic when crowds are back watching World Powerlifting? 191, so just a 1 kilogram more than his fellow Georgian Gorgatsi. Finished behind Gorgatsi when winning bronze in Bogota with 180 kilograms. Also finished behind Gorgatsi when failing to register a valid lift in Manchester.
1 minute.
But that's bombing out in Manchester hasn't put off. That's a bit, say, when it comes to a heavy amount in round one, rather than stepping back and getting a good lift in, straight in at 191. Raw from the Georgian, but a no lift. Bar control, also press sequence from 2 of the referees, and the 1 referee also chest sequence as well. So the Georgian fails at 191. He wouldn't want a repeat of Manchester. Only 1 more lift then in round 1. There is the final athletes in round one.
Thank you for the best attempt from Kyrgyzstan, Zilgarbek Oğuzbayev.
Zilgarbek Oğuzbayev of Kyrgyzstan, 200 kilograms in round one, his attempt. Personal best of 206. So it's towards the top end of his current scale. Finished 6th in Rio. And looking at the opening lifts, he's favourite for this group. Remember, being Group B. Plenty of medals in his time in World Cup events. 2 times silver medalist, 2 times bronze medalist in Powerlifting World Cups.
One minute.
Oğuzbayev. Takes the weight. I didn't think he was actually in place at the time. Very comfortable with the weight. No lift. Just to see the chest sequence, I'd imagine body position as well. Just looked like he was slightly rushed there. He was taking his time on the actual bench itself, and then all of a sudden pushed himself back whilst lifting the bar. I think he was in the wrong position at the start. 2 more lifts to come, and just the 1 valid lift. And no surprise, it comes from Iago Kogodze, 190 kilograms. And plenty to ponder then as we go into round 2. Aniki Kakava then to start round 2. .30-year-old Georgia. No lift in round 1 at 90, same weight in round 2. Full minute to go then.
1 minute.
Again, Group B of the over 107. Round 2, Kakava. Absolutely no problem with the weight.
No lift.
No lift though. The bar was slightly down on his right side. That's what the coach is saying. Bar position, bar control from all 3, in fact, referees. All 3 bar control. Again, 90 kilograms, not a problem for Kakava. Just the bar itself. He needs to keep the bar horizontal. Dipping on his right arm. Fascinating aspect of powerlifting. It's not just the weights that these guys are lifting in this over 107 category. Even though some tremendous weights, some frankly outrageous weights are lifted throughout the weight categories, but then it's down to the technical aspects, the body position, the arms being locked out, the chest position itself. Needs to touch the chest, not too far into the chest, sometimes just hovering above, not good enough. The bar needs to stay horizontal, and you can lose it on the way down. Regardless of what happens with the chest and whether locking arms out, etc. Even though 90 kilograms doesn't seem to bother Kakbar. All those aspects of a lift that make up into a good lift, something which we're lacking in this Group B. Send Temerov then to try and correct that. Well, he stepped up to another 5 kilograms, so 170 round 1, 175 in round 2. Seen him lift more than this in Manchester. $175. Isen Temerov of Kazakhstan. No lift. No lift for Isen Temerov. And a mixture of press sequence and chest sequence. Dogani Isen Temerov goes backstage to again try and address those issues with his lift. 175 then. He fails that in round 2. Whether he's going to increase or not, depending on what happens with the rest of the competitors in round 2. Now 195 being added, so once again we've got an athlete here who failed in round 1 and increases the weight for round 2. Georgi Tbilisi of Georgia goes now ahead of Gorgadze because of this being a lighter weight. 195 though. A lot more than when winning bronze in Bogota with 180. 195 for the Georgian. This lift would move him into 11th place on the qualification pathway. Eighth place, by the way, on the pathway, currently occupied by Aslanov of Azerbaijan, and that was a lift of 215. So a way to go for Tbilisi, also with plenty of Georgian representation in the over 107 category as well. So with just one going from each country to Tokyo, it is an outside chance of an appearance in Tokyo. That's a bit safe. Better than round 1. And a good lift. He gets a good lift. The big Georgian 195 in round 2. It looked a smoother lift than round 1, Tbilisi. It was a good idea to go to 195 as well. And he's rewarded with that bravery with a good lift. Georgie's delighted. It's a better place when Georgie is happy. he goes backstage to try and figure out what he's going to do in round 3, in fact, maybe up into the 200s. Maybe he will be the Georgian selected for Tokyo. Zirgolbek Orsabayev of Kyrgyzstan. Well, 200 kilograms once again is going to be his attempt. Continuing round 2, Gorgadze of Georgia also at the moment registering a attempt at 200 afterwards. I wonder whether that might change if this next lift is a good lift.
One minute.
200 kilograms. Round 2, second attempt at 200 for Orsabayev. Orsabayev then gently down onto the chest. No lift though, once again. Chest sequence and press sequence, this time better in terms of his body position, which was the issue for his first round lift. That was readdressed, but very close. But still no lift, and he now has only one more chance to register a good lift. So Gorgadze then will stay at 200. No surprise. He is the lighter of the two athletes, so if 200 is matched by Orsabayev, then it will still be Gorgadze to finish ahead of him. Remember, Group B, Group A to follow shortly after. $200 for Iago. Pretty much in the middle of what he's done so far in the World Cups, with 190 in Bangkok, enough for silver, 203 for silver in Bogota, and 205 was his gold medal winning performance in Manchester. So 200 is well within the realms of possibility for Gorgadze. I mentioned the support for the Georgians here in their home World Cup in Tbilisi. Also, there was vocal support over in Bangkok and also in Manchester. Country that takes great pride in its powerlifting. Gorgadze then with 200 kilograms on the bar to go ahead of Orsabayev, who's yet to register a lift, but this will put immense pressure on him. Smooth again from the Georgian, but no lift. Striking out with both the press sequence from two referees and the chest sequence. One more attempt to come in from Gorgadze. Iago will try and readdress those slight issues with his lift, but he's got a valid lift in at 190. And that, at the moment, leaves him in second place behind Tbilisi, fellow Georgian, with 195. Round 3 starting with Kakova. Let's just take a quick look at this leaderboard and just confirm there the 2 Georgians at the top with the 2 valid lifts, 195 and 190. Kakova then with 90 kilograms, but it's been the technique from the Georgian that's let him down in the first 2 rounds. Final attempt then at 90. Very easy to see, no problem with the weight. But unfortunately, a no lift. Disappointing for Kakova then at his home World Cup event. He bombs out. 3 no lifts for his competition. Rogani Isen Temerov, very, very brave. He's back to, he's up to 181, so 2 no lifts, 170 and 175. But he's come for the 181. Not put off at all by the 2 no lifts in rounds 1 and 2. This is what we like to see. Going ahead with his plan, I would not be surprised at all if, for the competition, he had down in his mind 170 in round 1, 175 in round 2, and then 181 in round 3, and that's what I'm going to go with, regardless of whether I had good lifts in the first 2 rounds or not. Round 3, 181 no for Isen Temerov. No lift. A strikeout for the Kazakhstan athletes, Isen Temerov. He strikes out in round 3. He bombs out of the tournament, just like Kakova then. It was a brave effort. Keep on increasing the weight. And he gets a nice round of applause again. I think because of the fact that he's increased his weight regardless of the no lifts. But unfortunately for him, he bombs out with no lifts in Georgia.
Thank you for the day and last attempt.
Once again, 200 on the bar. course, here Golbeck, Orosabayev. No lifts in rounds 1 and 2. Very similar to Isin Temirov then of Kazakhstan, but he's sticking with his opening weight of 200 kilograms. At the moment, that's a bit saying Gogodze there, increasing their weight by 1 kilogram, just trying to outdo each other in their registered weights for round 3. So final chance then, 200 kilograms again.
1 minute.
No lift. Press sequence and chest sequence. And another athlete bombs out of the competition. Orosabayev then of Kyrgyzstan fails to register a valid lift at 200 kilograms. And that leaves just the 2 athletes in the over 107 kilogram category, Group B. And it's 2 Georgians, Igor Gogodze and Latsevitse. Moment there's 5 kilograms between them. Gogodze is going to go first with 202 kilograms. Igor then 202, lifted 205 in Manchester, 203 in Bogota. That's a bit say he's going to attempt 203, but he's ahead already. So this is a must for Iago if he's going to have any chance of leapfrogging his Georgian teammates. .202 kilograms, final lift for Iago Gogodze. I'm sure he's going to be given plenty of encouragement by those watching on. And a good lift. A good lift for Iago, who salutes the crowd. 202. Whether it will be enough for a medal this time, he's going to have to go backstage and watch his competitors in not only the last lift of Group B, but then Group A to follow. But at the moment, he set the marker at 202. Very, very consistent. And consistent to a high standard as well. And he leads now the stage for Latsevitse, who has 203 to try and get back in front. Well, he would have just seen For God's sake, with 202. He knows what he's got to do. And the big Georgian to try and go ahead again by just the 1 kilogram. Already a lot more than his bronze in Bogota, 180, 195 in round 2 here. Under a minute now for Tbilisi. Then 203 kilograms to win Group B of the men's over 107 kilogram category in Tbilisi. He's now down in second behind Gorgodze, who's just lifted 202 kilograms. 203. For Georgie. A huge roar from the Georgian. And now a roar from the crowd. A good lift. A whiteout in round 3. Tbilisi wins Group B, 203 kilograms. A brilliant lift from the Georgian. And what a place to do it in Tbilisi. We'll find out in a short while whether it's not for a medal. With Group A to come in the over 107. Tbilisi has set the target, 203 kilograms. At the moment, I don't think he's worrying about what's going to come in Group A. He's absolutely ecstatic and quite emotional. 203 kilograms. A brilliant lift from the Georgian. A fantastic way to finish Group B. Take a look at the standings. Plenty of no lifts. Kakova, Isen Temerov, and also Orasabayev, who opened with a lift of 200 kilograms and failed to register over his 3 lifts at 200. So only the 2 with valid lifts. Gorgodze 190 and then 202, but bettered by his Georgian teammates, Georgi Tbilisi with 195, and then the lift we've just witnessed of 203 kilograms in round 3. They sit first and second at the end of Group B of the men's over 107 kilogram category. In a short while, we'll have Group A. Whether the 2 Georgians will be in the medal places at the end of Group A, well, you have to stay with us on the live stream to find out. Group A will begin in a short while. Local time 12:45, the start time of Group A. And also we'll have the men's up to 107 kilogram category as well.
No. No.